So, yes, to continue off what I was talking about, the height of hypocrisy by these elites. Okay. And this is the problem with American culture now. We have effectively given away our sovereignty, and not necessarily to foreign countries. In some aspects, I think we have, but it's really to the billionaire class. And was it Teddy? Was it Teddy Roosevelt that warned us, or was it Franklin Roosevelt? One of them two warned us. They were both populists. They were both anti-corrupt, pro-working class people. By the way, both two different parties. Believe it or not, we used to have two healthy political parties, if that's even a such thing anymore. But Teddy Roosevelt was a Republican, but he was a populist. There was such thing as progressive conservatives. Didn't know that was a thing. Turns out there is. Franklin Roosevelt, or FDR, was a progressive Democrat. Again, he was very establishment and had a lot of connections too, though. But he had very pro-populist, pro-working class domestic policy views. But he used to talk about how he welcomed corporate America's hatred, which I wish we had more of that energy in this country, because we need to elect more people to think like that. And Teddy Roosevelt was a trust buster against monopolies. Okay. But you see where we lost so much moral clarity in this country, because there used to be people from both parties that actually had principles that wanted to make this country better. So yeah, I just find, that we used to have two parties that actually believed in something as far as making life better for the everyday common folk. You know, that was before corporate America came in and bought our sovereignty, and that was before politicians started taking money from Wall Street donors and the whole corporate industrial complex. Okay. And we didn't heed that warning. We didn't listen. So what happened as a result is corporate America has monopolized and taken over a whole country. They control everything. They control our elected officials. They control the information we get. They control our algorithms. They control everything. They track everything we can buy, our shop, our history, everything. Our data is being sold illegally and being collected. So corporate America knows everything about us, including the app we're using right now. Okay, they're reading our algorithms. They're reading our search histories. They're reading our purchase habits. Okay. That's just reality we deal with in America now. And these elites set their own rules, and they don't abide by the same laws they want to implicate on the rest of us. All right, and I find the audacity of some of these people to sit here and talk about who is more American than the next person. Ask yourself, half these people are not even legal American citizens. Okay, and I want to remind people, America has nothing to do with a race. All right. American citizenship is either born into or earned, okay, through an immigration process. So once you get that stamp of approval that you're an American citizen, the legal way, you are an American citizen. Okay, that's how it works. Just like if you're born here, you are an American citizen. All right, if you're born on a military base, you are an American citizen, regardless of where that military base is at. All right. If you're born on American territory, you're an American citizen. So yes, that includes Puerto Rico. I know some people don't know Puerto Rico's part of America. FYI, it is part of America. Just to let you know. The U.S. Virgin Islands, British Columbia, that's all part of America. Okay. I know. Surprising. Here's the thing. What I find funny and rich about some of these people in the elite who are not originally American citizens have the goal to sit there and lap up and suck up to Trump with his nationalist crazy agenda and his talking points of white nationalism and racial purity, white racial purity. Um, and Elon Musk doing his Nazi salutes, talking about race and how, they want to give more citizenship to South Africans now because they feel like they're the most alienated and attacked race, which I find rich and hilarious because it's not true at all. Here's the thing. Elon Musk was not originally an American citizen. All right. But yet he was able to buy and subsidize corporations and businesses in America through the U.S. government. Subsidize all his projects. Nicki Minaj, till this day, is still not an American citizen, and she just effectively got citizenship by buying a $1 million gold card by Donald Trump. Because I guess that's how our system works now. Okay? All this time, she was an undocumented immigrant on American soil. And she's sitting around talking about Trump has a right to kick anybody out of his personal castle called America if people are not legally here. First of all, you weren't legally here, Nikki. You were an undocumented immigrant. Kind of rich coming from you. Melania Trump was not originally an American citizen. So to me, it's kind of rich for these people to talk about what America is supposed to be when none of these people were American citizens. They just happened to have money and were able to buy a gold card or get ahead of the line in immigration. Okay? Based on who they married, who they were connected to, how much money they had. All right. But I want to remind people, America is not about what race you are. It's not about what religion you practice. It's not about your creed. None of that. Or your nationality. Or your race. Bottom line, if you're born here, you're born on a military base. If your parent's an immigrant but is on American soil and they have you, you are an American citizen. If you're born on American territory, you're born on a base, you're born on American land, you're an American citizen. And again, since I have to rehash history to people, the original natives of this land were Native Americans and Cherokee and Mexican. That was the original American citizens. Okay, is why we have Native American tribal lands now. To dedicate the government, it's the way the government's apology they owe to this Native American tribes because of what America did to them. That took the land from them, the wealthy pilgrims. Okay. So, again, that defines your Americanism. Whether you were born here, born on any of the territory or properties, or you were granted that citizenship the legal way through putting in the hard work and becoming a resident. That's what makes you an American citizen. Not what color your skin is, not how much money you have, none of that. None of that matters. Because America did not have a specified identity of an individual that makes them more American than the next. That's not a thing. That's some crap that people made up in their own mind. Okay? So, I just want to remind everybody, what these people are saying, they got skipped the line because of their money, influence, and who they married or who they knew. Okay? But they shouldn't be the one dictating who is more American than the next and who should and shouldn't be in this country. Because that's not how our institutions work. That's not how Western democracies operate. So, again, I guess I had to remind people of that. But, again, don't let this desensitize you and don't believe this is normal behavior, because it's not. Again, that's all I wanted to highlight here. But we need to go back to having our humanity and our moral clarity again. So, y'all have a great day, a great night. See you later. Love y'all. Bye.